We're Sid and Mackie. For the past 6 years, we've been racing bikes professionally and traveling in our van. But 2020 sent us some serious curveballs, and in November we moved to Boulder, Colorado so that I could rehab from a year-long injury with the absolute best support team. This week, we'll find out if I'm ready to start riding a bike again. Okay, here is my life hack for the day for this video. If you want a latte, you don't need like a fancy milk foamer. You can just shake the jug. Just changed your life. Oh, this is the part of the morning where I read the news, which is dire as usual. I drink some coffee, might read my book, just all these things to pass the time until Mackie finally decides to wake up. It's 8:20. Wake up! I can't tell if you said go away or I'm awake.
I didn't realize that these morning Times newsletters that we get have a game at the bottom.
But we can't play the game because we don't subscribe. Mackie's such a nerd. He like walks in, he's like, I found the word that uses all of these. And it's like really hard to find the word that uses all of the letters, and you just did it.
Captivity.
Captivity.
That was the one.
Sometime this week, we are going to hook my bike up to the trainer and the EMG machine and like see what's happening.
So basically that will be testing muscle activation while riding a bicycle.
Right, and that's kind of what's going to determine how soon I can like train again.
Because the worry right now is that if you just went out and rode, you would be using a lot of hamstring and adductor.
And since my adductor is already injured, like just riding a little bit tends to piss it off. And I think over the summer I got away with a lot, but I never was really able to like train or ride a non-e-bike because as soon as I like put down any force on the left side, like it would just flare up the injury again. I know it's been like 2 months since I've done any more than like ride back and forth to Revo on an e-bike and done all of this strength work. So I guess the hope is that we've been able to shift what's happening when I'm on the bike, but we won't know until we try. This is style, COVID style. I keep seeing these videos of people like making fun of what everyone's facial expressions are gonna look like because we've all just been doing like whatever we want to under the mask. It's like, I'm gonna be walking around the grocery store like this. Let us know in the comments if that's gonna be you. I feel like I'm still just like aggressively smiling under my mask, trying to make people know that like, I don't hate them. Like, this is gonna be me. I saw another ours!
I see the difference here.
This isn't moving at all. Any of the strength stuff we were talking about previously, let's add this in.
Okay.
Then after, stretch and psoas.
We did not do the bike today, which is okay. I think I was kind of expecting that because I had a lot of like weird issues over the weekend that we kind of had to talk through. I still have really tight hip flexors on my left side, and that's like this thing that we can't get past. So that's gonna be the focus over Christmas break. Now I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do my strength and activation workout for today. We really underestimate how hard relearning patterns in your body can be, and I think it's the mental aspect. Finish these appointments and these workouts and like feel like I need a nap even though it's only like 10:30 in the morning.
Time for today's training ride. My plan was to ride up Sunshine Canyon, which is up that direction, and I'm beginning to question that plan given that it looks like it's dumping snow up there. Today's intervals are a set that Mike's been having me do for the last couple of weeks, and basically it's warm up and then two 22-minute intervals where for 10 seconds I go hard. I think it's like 350 to 380 watts, something like that. And then for the rest of the minute, so for 50 seconds, I go easier. So like 250 to 270 or 80, something like that. So basically they are over-under intervals where you're going over your FDP for a shorter period of time and then under, but you're never really recovering. So I'm gonna do that twice, 22 minutes. And then afterwards is a 45-minute endurance ride. This is my favorite Christmas decoration on this route. One of the things I love about this Stages cycling computer is that it does auto lap for you. So I have the workout plugged in and then it automatically hits the lap button for me. So all I have to do is go harder or not as hard and not worry about like hitting buttons all the time.
You're still with me all the time. How long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to try to forget you.
What are we making? Or what are you making?
That's a great question. The better question is, what are we not making? We're leaving in 2 days.
Yeah.
So we're trying to eat the entire contents of our fridge and freezer because we're not coming back to this apartment after we go to Taos for Christmas. So
Seems silly to bring things back and then turn around.
this
and bring
is
them.
like what we have in our fridge, which is like very little food by our standards. We have a lot of carrots. And a cabbage. We had some ground lamb and some leftover like curried beef stuff. Some veggies grilling. Got rice. Have like a Mediterranean rice bowl thing. We won't starve.
Hooray!
We're definitely not gonna starve. So it can be like a ridiculous amount of food for 2 people.
Give me something good. I get wasted on the thought of you. Head is spinning, I can't move.
dinner is served. We're gonna go eat and we will catch you tomorrow morning when hopefully I get to ride a bike.
with me all the time.
I am wearing my race kit, which is obviously a little ridiculous to ride the trainer, but I haven't really worn it like all year.
Look good, feel good, ride good.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping that I can like manifest some racing for 2021 by riding the e-bike on the trainer in my race kit.
All right, we'll do hamstring.
See, you have weird glowing balls on your butt.
Are they going?
So let's just check out like hydrant and skate, just kind of get a sense of where we are today.
When I started working with Dane in November, one of the first things we did was use the EMG machine to test my muscle activation. This is how we found out that my left glute wasn't activating at all. Since then, I've slowly made tweaks to my posture and positioning that allow me to access my glute muscles during movements like hydrants and skates. Slowly, we've progressed to more complex movements like deadlifts and squats. And now it's time to use this technology to see what's happening when I ride and how we can improve it. It's going to be a long road back to training on the bike, but it starts here.
Are you open to any cockpit position changes?
Yeah, for sure.
What I think we should do is rotate the whole bar up to you and maybe rotate the hood ever so slightly. So I'm seeing a little bit of pelvic drop. The saddle width feels good. So a reason we might see a lot of pelvic drop is if your sit bones are wider than the widest part of the saddle.
Yeah.
But oftentimes we'll see it if your saddle's a bit too low.
Okay.
At the top of the pedal stroke, your hip flexion might be so much that it's actually pushing you up rather than you're falling on the edge of the saddle. You're hitting the tension of the release mechanism or the float, and you're not quite neutral or toe out the way I would want, right? So slightly more toe out, which is external rotation, especially for you, is great. We don't want anything that's going to be biasing you to be internally rotated, because coming down from 12 to 6, if you're internally rotated, you will use more hamstring action. So idea here is we have this band on the tibia and the femur externally rotating, which is kind of our goal. We want to promote more glute activation. And then as we're pulling this band up and out here, we're also going to ideally help with that pelvic drop. Does that feel totally weird?
Oh, it feels super weird, but it feels kind of good actually. Like getting a massage while I ride my bike.
Nice. Nice.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down the fly one. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun.
So check out the glute. You can see the glute contraction going even with like a little bit more effort. Yeah, the glute shows up.
So we're starting to see glute activation on the right side, top one. Not so much on the left side.
Let me show you what a good time looks like.
this looks nice. We don't want the shoulders way out in front. We don't want the shoulders up at the ears. And we also don't want your shoulders so far back that you overextend the lumbar spine. There's the glute.
Yeah, we're getting glute now.
That's good. Like, I just wanted to confirm. Yeah. Out of the saddle, like you're finishing a deadlift.
Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better.
Really nice glute. Both sides. Still hamstring on the left. But yes, we know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have access to the glute. We could think about a couple of things. One thing you might try to think about is on the way down, pulling the pedal off the crank. Yep. But only on the way down. If I wasn't attached to the pedal, the path of my foot would be like this. So on the way down, I'm almost pressing out to try to pull the pedal down.
You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better.
That's awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
So let's start riding it.
Okay.
But more like we were talking about as a motor control training versus a fitness training.
Time doesn't sound fun.
That definitely went a lot better than I thought it was going to. When I first started working with Dane like 2 months ago, we were not getting any glute activation pretty much ever on my left side. So to be able to do a little bit on the bike is very encouraging. I'm excited to start riding a non-e-bike, even if it's only 10 to 15 minutes at a time.